In this video, I'm answering some of your questions. So let's not waste any more time and start right away. Oh, whoops. Yo, what's up?
How tall are you?
I'm super freaking tall.
When did you see your first Star Wars movie?
I think I was about 11, 12 years old when I first saw a Star Wars movie, and that was The Phantom Menace, because I didn't know a lot about the movies and how you should watch them, so yep.
Why don't you do more tutorials?
Basically because they're a ton of work and I basically don't have that much time.
Are you a virgin?
I'm sorry, what?
How do you make those 3D intros?
Well, funny thing, actually my intro isn't actually 3D, it's just something I made in Photoshop and then exported every layer separately and dropped them into After Effects and then, well, made everything move, so it's not actually 3D, it's just movement.
I must be really dumb, but I don't have camera raw. Why is that?
Well, yes, you're super freaking dumb. No, just kidding. I'm actually surprised that you're the first one to ask. Camera raw isn't standard inside Photoshop. It's an external thing that you can access within Photoshop and Adobe Bridge. It's in the Creative Cloud and I think it's also in Adobe's photo editing plan.
How do I know your name is Benny?
Well, first of all, my name isn't really Benny, it's Benjamin. Benny is more like a nickname. And second of all, you don't.
Lus je frikandelbroodjes?
Jazeker lus ik frikandelbroodjes.
Before the touchscreen tablet video, did you seriously use a mouse only?
Funny thing, I still just use a mouse. The only video where I used a pen tablet was that one video. I simply cannot say goodbye to my mouse, at least not yet.
Who do you think is better, you or PewDiePie in terms of photo editing?
Well, I'm pretty sure there's no earthly power like the power PewDiePie possesses.
What's your favorite photo you ever made?
If you mean photo that I took myself, it's this one. If you mean an edited photo, it's... I have no idea. I'm pretty much equally happy about most of them, I guess. I do really like this one, by the way, now that I think of it.
How do you make your hair that way?
What way?
Which YouTubers do you follow?
Well, I don't consistently watch a lot of YouTubers, but there are a few such as Corridor Crew, Star Wars Theory, PewDiePie, Bucks, sometimes Piximperfect. Those are my favorites, I think.
How many languages do you speak? And if it's a lot, how do you use them in life?
Well, I only speak 2 languages actually on a high level, Dutch and English. Dutch is my native language and English is the language I've always wanted to speak and now kinda wish it was my native language because it's simply way cooler than Dutch. So yeah, nothing special.
Do you play games, and if so, what are your favorite games?
I just finished Jedi Fallen Order, which I absolutely loved. But yeah, in general I play Battlefield 5, Battlefront, sometimes Fortnite with friends, Garry's Mod, Minecraft, Just Cause 3, Red Orchestra 2, sometimes Black Ops. I don't really play video games a lot, it's more when I'm like very bored, because I usually just, you know, go edit some photos.
I never watched Star Wars and probably never will, so are there any videos coming up that are not Star Wars related?
First of all, you should watch Star Wars, because it's simply the best. But, well, definitely, yeah. There's gonna be non-Star Wars related videos too, yeah. But it's not like my entire channel is Star Wars, you know? I mean... Anyway, next question.
When you feel down and out of ideas, what can you do to find your inspiration and force yourself to keep going without losing hope?
Well, honestly, I haven't really figured that part out yet. I actually have that quite sometimes, and usually I just leave it be for a while and watch a Netflix show or something. Most of the time that helps, but sometimes it's just time, I guess. Sometimes you really need to do something else, and after you have new fresh ideas and you're good to go. I always like to say that the creative mind needs breaks too.
Have you ever tried out Photoshop on Apple computers?
Yes, I did, and it made me want to kill myself.
When you were a kid, where did you see yourself at your age now? Did you know that you'd be doing YouTube and Photoshop?
Well, I've always liked making videos and editing photos, but I never really saw myself in this position, even though it was a big dream of mine. Since I knew YouTube existed, I wanted to be a YouTuber someday, but I didn't really see it happening as it's happening right now.
Do you use a drawing tablet for making highlights?
Nope.
Are you possessed by a demon or any other bad power?
Shit. They weren't supposed to know that. Abort!
Abort! Abort mission! Tell us more about your social life. In what country do you live? What are you studying? What are you planning to do as a job? Do you have a girlfriend or boyfriend? Tell us more about the future of your YouTube channel.
Nice. I like these kind of questions. Okay. So, I live in the Netherlands, I always have, and I'm currently studying graphic design. My dream job would be doing this, except full-time, so no school, nothing else, just fully focus on YouTube. That would be the actual best. Sadly, I don't have a girlfriend and also no boyfriend because I'm into girls, but anyway, the future of this channel, I actually don't know. I'm just one of these people who's like, you know, I'll just see where the ship goes.
Who inspired you to edit your videos with that style?
Honestly, that just happened. As soon as I started editing, this was the first thing that happened and slowly turned it into what it is now. There wasn't really a channel or person it's based on. It's just me, I think.
If we lived in an era that didn't have computers, what medium would be your creative outlet?
Most probably drawing, because when I was younger I drew like a lot, I drew every freaking day, so that would definitely be my thing.
Can you make a video that you Photoshop something half and another Photoshop artist has to complete it?
This is so freaking funny to me because literally right now I'm working on that with someone. That actually might even be the next video or the one after. What a coincidence. You can read my mind.
Can we see some of your first creations? And were you proud of them when you created them?
Well, I'm soon making a video where I remake some of my old work, so if you want to see my old work, you are gonna have to wait for that video, because I really want it to be a surprise.
But how?
I don't know, man. I do not know.
How do you manage the time with school, editing and making videos?
Well, I don't. It's one big mess here. That's also a reason why I don't have an upload schedule yet. I'm simply too chaotic.
Any tips on how to edit YouTube videos in After Effects like you do?
Yes, listen carefully. Many keyframes, motion blur, easy ease and 60 FPS. If you do those things, it'll instantly look better, trust me.
How far do you expect to get on YouTube?
I, my friend, have no idea. I obviously hope to reach 1 million one day, but I really don't know, man. As I said, I'll just see where the ship goes.
What's your favorite part about what you do?
I think the sweet and supportive comments I get. Sometimes it's really heartwarming. By the way, I read every single comment. I can't respond to all because that would simply take too much time. But I'm seriously super grateful for every single comment. Honestly, I mean that with all my heart. So yes, know that.
Marvel or DC?
Well, I don't know. I really like both because I mean, I wasn't a fan of Man of Steel and all movies related to Man of Steel, but I did very much enjoy The Dark Knight and Aquaman, and well, Marvel is just Marvel. Yeah, not much to say. It's just solid.
Are you married?
Well, I'm pretty much 18, so I don't know how that stuff works in America or wherever you come from, but here it's not very common to be married at 18, but you know.
What is your favorite Photoshop tool?
The brush. I mean, who doesn't love the brush? It's freaking lit.
What are your thoughts on the business model Adobe is using? And are you thinking about switching to a more affordable product?
I'm not gonna lie, it's quite expensive, yes. But most people don't realize how much stuff you get for that price. You don't just get Photoshop, you get the entire Creative Cloud, which is Adobe Illustrator, InDesign, XD, Lightroom, Premiere Pro, Premiere Rush, Fresco, After Effects, Bridge, Dimension, Dreamweaver, Animate, Character Animator, Audition, InCopy, Prelude, and Fuse. I mean, you know, personally, I would never switch. I'm in love with Adobe and I'm super used to its software, so I'm good.
How do you get better at Photoshop?
Super freaking easy. Practice. Every bloody day.
Where did you learn all your skills and master them?
Basically, I'm mostly self-taught in After Effects and Photoshop. InDesign, Illustrator and Cinema 4D were taught in school, but I like learning stuff for myself because I feel like it works a lot better.
How old are you and what's the date you were born?
I'm 18 at the time of recording and my birthday is June 18th.
I'd be interested to know how you came to study graphic design and if you're still satisfied with your decision. I'm currently looking for courses or studies myself that have something to do with Photoshop or video editing, but unfortunately I haven't found the right one yet. Do you have any experience in this area? You once said that you don't do much with Photoshop in your studies and therefore taught yourself. Does this also apply in your video editing, or did you learn this in your studies? I wish you success and fun with Photoshop and YouTube. Best wishes, Visuals of PK.
First of all, thank you so much. Interesting questions. So yes, I'm studying graphic design, which doesn't particularly teach us video editing as a main class, more like a side thing. However, Photoshop was taught and it didn't get me anywhere since, well, with respect, they weren't all that good at it themselves. That's why I taught myself, and well, look at me now. Do I regret going to this school? No. Or, well, maybe if I had known all this was gonna happen, but then still, what other options did I have? I wouldn't say you need it to become a professional, it's just nice to have a degree of some sort, at least in the country I live in.
When will you do a proper tutorial?
Probably never, at least not the way you mean it, because I simply do not enjoy making tutorials. It bores the shit out of me, so that's why. Oh boy.
Why do you always use clickbait thumbnails?
Well, I don't really think I use clickbait because I show the exact thing that's shown in my video. But that aside, if I didn't do that, this number would be around 2, maybe 3? Max 4.
At what age did you start Photoshop?
I started at 16, a little over 2 years ago, but before that I edited photos in other software, so it doesn't really... well, I wasn't very good at photo editing before I started Photoshop. I did learn pretty quick, I'd say.
What is your dream job?
This, my friend. This.
Would you ever make another YouTube channel and possibly start vlogging?
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm never gonna be vlogging, at least not in English, but I have been thinking of starting another channel someday, but a Dutch channel, just for fun. But that's really a stupid idea I have, so I'm definitely not sure if that's ever gonna happen, but well, you'll see soon enough.
Do you bleed?
What do you mean? Do you?
What are your parents saying about your social media influence?
Now that is probably the best question yet. Let's see. They're proud of me and they like how happy it makes me feel. I think my mom watches pretty much all of my videos, so yeah, they're happy for me. But they're still a bit older than most of my viewers, so I don't think they actually understand how... Never mind. Never mind.
Do you use a cracked Photoshop? Is it safe to use a cracked Photoshop?
No, I definitely use the real thing and everyone should do that as well. To me, it's never okay to crack software. I mean, is it safe? Probably, but the website you get it from might not be, so just get the real deal.
Your family?
Yeah, about that, this is what my family looks like with Christmas.
Then you know it's Christmas. Snow starts to fall.
So that is quite enough for one day. Let's hear it for my favorite Instagram post. It's made by Nick Hill Defer. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. This one is stylized, simplistic, and I respect that. Awesome work. When I see your edits on my favorite Instagram posts, all you need to do is tag #BennyReview in your post. So, if you like this video, make sure to leave a like and a question below for the next Q&A video. And if you like my overall content, feel very free to subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Then I hope I'll see you in my next video.